Hey everyone, this is Thefatwizard. Welcome to The Novelist Part 4. We left last episode off on a little bit of a cliffhanger to figure out what we were gonna do. Are we gonna help out Dan with his book, helping out Linda with her painting, / getting friends, or Tommy getting friends? On this one, I'm gonna help out Dan. I have confidence that the money that he earned is probably something that could be well spent trying to promote his book. There may be something to it. We're taking an awful big risk here. If it's trash, we could have some issues with our self-esteem. You know, can we ever write again? It may devastate us, but we gotta do this. I mean, this is our career. We gotta go all out on that. So we're gonna do that, and then I think we need to help out Linda. She's a little lonely. Tommy, you know, sometimes it's rough for kids, and we've got a stable home. The friends will come. The education is there. We will help out Tommy as much as we can, but we got to get our career going. So, I guess we go to the painter's bag. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do the painter's bag. And, yeah. And then go up and talk to, oh, it's a bird that's been caged. That's interesting. That's a little, probably how she's feeling. An analogy to her thoughts and emotions. What does Tommy say? Show my toys to who? Show the toys to who? Alright, well, kind of hoping to get a little more information from him. But I guess we'll just go whisper into Dan's ear what we should do. And with that, chapter 2 is completed. Yeah. Yeah, he was totally... Yeah. Good. Yeah, I like that. You know, it's like with the whole gun to the head thing. That's sort of what we just put a gun to his head and we say, listen, Dan, you gotta get this stuff together. Fantastic! Oh, that's so wonderful that Linda is able to get her stuff as well. His toy is his own solitude and depressed reminder. Wow. Okay. Well, let's move on. Clear that from our heads. I like how it shows you the depressing thing last. It's not like, hey, here's something terrible that happened, and then 2 things that happened that were really cool. It's like, here's 2 things that are awesome, and then, oh, your kid is dead. Well, maybe not that dramatic, but... Ah, it's a beautiful night out tonight, though.
Barb, sorry it's been so long since I've written. Things have been hectic around here, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get things back on track. I don't really want to get into it, but we're getting pulled in a lot of different directions right now. Nothing hurtful, just competing priorities, I guess. Although those can get worse and worse over time. I mean, Dan and I, before we got up here, you know we'd started to drift. Look at that. I said I didn't want to get into it, and I did anyway. Enough about me. Please tell me you're doing well, and I hope this doesn't stress you out too much. I promise to write a happier letter soon. Yours always, Linda.
This is the second letter we've had we've seen to Barb, and I want to know who Barb is. Previously, Linda also wrote another letter to Anne. I think Anna or Annie. And I'm not sure who those people are. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan. I want to stress that it's perfectly oh, we already read this. Yeah, this is a repeat letter. Just saying that Tommy needs support to help. Well, is that the same letter? Yeah, I think so. Well, alright, so if we haven't seen this before, it's basically the same thing. We're saying, hey, you know, all kids develop differently. If you feel like Tommy's struggling, you may want to help him out at home. Struggling in school, that is, with his academics. Sneak around here and boop, right into the...
Oh.
Right into the, oh, she's done some more painting. Right into the observatory. Let's try to finish a sentence for once.
We barely talked yesterday.
Oh, are these guys fighting again?
Right. I guess we've just been so busy.
Dan, come on, man. You gotta pay attention to your wife. You know, your book's important, but your wife's important too, man.
Just got back from the co-op. Tuesdays are pretty much my favorite day of the week now. Today, Monica showed me some brush techniques for blending my tones more evenly. She really is amazing. I can't believe how much she can get done in a week. I'm not sure I could keep up that pace even if I could do nothing but paint every day. Going in is always a little bittersweet, though. I can't help but think about how great it would be to go 2 or maybe even 3 days a week. But it means a lot that Dan's giving up his time to help me out with this. I know he's trying as hard as he can.
Linda having some good times at the co-op. And that's good. I'm glad that she's enjoying herself. A little worried that she said Tuesdays were the favorite day of the week. I was kind of hoping date night would be the favorite day of the week. Ideas. Weekly outing. Okay, yeah. Tuesday moving. Yes, perfect. Family dinner. Never too old-fashioned. Picnic, farmer's market. They're trying to work on their relationship. Let's see what she wants. Family should have dinner around the table. That might be a good thing. I'm kind of on board with that. This family needs a strong connection right now. Let's see, more... Oh, he's getting bullied again. Damn it, Tommy! Don't get bullied. You gotta stand up to those guys.
Will it make me smarter?
Honey, listen to me. You are smart.
Every parent thinks their child's smart. You can't just tell your kids they're smart. More white lies. Dan doesn't like white lies. We already saw that picture many times over. And here's the kite. I think oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Is that the book that Dad's written? I can't tell what that was. It kind of looked like a Pokemon book. Mom said to do the Lonnie book. What is the Lonnie book? Is that what he scribbled over? I don't know what that word means. Oh, okay. Lonnie book. That's his hooked on phonics, basically. Little bit of alcoholism going on over here in the bedroom. Can't say that I support that.
Time. This would all be easier if I didn't ever have to sleep. Last night after Linda went to bed, I spent some time, there's that word again, trying to make everything fit. I even drew up a little chart. The math is simple. It doesn't work. Technically, I could still get in 8 hours, assuming I don't eat or need to do anything that's not writing. But what about letters, reading, dealing with Paul? Hell, what about doing the dishes or taking out the trash? Not to mention that knocking off for the day isn't like flipping off a switch. It takes time to crawl out of my head and start functioning like a normal person again. And I can't just split it up into smaller chunks. Sometimes it takes an hour of false starts just to get going on anything usable, and stopping just sends the whole process right back to square one. Something's got to give.
Yeah, I can totally relate. Always overbooked. You have to do something for a long period of time to make any progress. So I do feel I do feel his plight. Let's try to go in his office and see what's going on in here.
Alan, this letter might come from out of the blue, but do you remember when you told me about Bobby falling behind on reading? Looks like we're there with Tommy. We knew he was struggling when we came up here, but his teacher gave us a list of books for him to work on over the break and said we should see how he responded to the change in environment. She gave us a few sample readings and told us to keep an eye on how he was grasping the concepts. Tommy still isn't there, and long story short, the pediatrician in town knows a specialist who gave us some exercises to try. They seem pretty straightforward, but I wanted to write and see if you had any tips that helped you guys with Bobby. Damn. Just realized I didn't even ask how you've been. I'm sorry. This stuff is just a lot to think about. Dan.
Well, I'm thinking we probably are going to want to help out Tommy. Like, if you're falling behind in school, I mean, that's your life right there. And I feel that beyond getting bullied, education, like if we had a choice, stop bullying or continue education, I would say education is probably the #1 thing that we want to fix. Alright, so we've got 10 to 2 right, 2 to 3 eat and step away, 3 to 7 right, 7 to 8 eat, 8 to 10 decompress. Tommy to 11, knock off at 7. Perfect schedule. Why does it take an hour to eat? I don't know about that. Maybe you should eat while you write. Unless you just need time to decompress. I don't know. I guess we need to find out where Dan ran. Dan, where did you... I just saw you. There you are. Find out what's going on in his head.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped. I just...
She's frozen mid, like, panic. Oh my god, don't yell at me. Whoa. Don't yell at me like that. I call social services.
The ad ran today. Picked up the latest issue in town. I don't know if it'll amount to anything sales-wise, but that's not the point. I'd forgotten how scary it was to put your work out there and promise something to people, and that brought it all into focus. It's so different thinking about the book as something I eventually have to sell people, not just something I'm working on for myself. But now it's out there. It's terrifying and irreversible. People know about the book, and to them it's exactly what they want it to be. Some finished, beautiful thing. If only they could see it right now. A bunch of jigsaw pieces on the floor. And I've got to put them all together.
Dan, still not done with his book. I really enjoy that their memories are basically, hey, here's what you chose last time. And this is how it relates to the current situation. That's so cool. So we just got a final memory. Don't disturb me if the door to my office is closed. Alright guys, you know the drill. Time to choose. We want to help out Dan, who's gonna... He's just placed his ad. He needs a killer book. He's got to work on that. He's also got scheduling issues. Linda wants family time. Tommy... He's having problems in school. And maybe we should help him out. But we're gonna find out what we'll do next time when we come back. On part 5 of The Novelist. Guys, thanks for joining. This has been the Fat Wizard, reminding you all that a wizard's work is never done. Which is why we will see you on the next video. Hey guys, Fat Wizard here. Show your support by hitting that like button and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys think.